This is another video of Mabel, and you can see here that Olivia is enjoying Mabel in a play day. This is in Pennsylvania on Bliss's farm in her indoor arena. On this play day there was horses tied all around the outside of the ring, and you can see Olivia just trying anything, and Mabel standing flat-footed, relaxed, not just a loose rein but no rein. And you'll see that Olivia just really enjoyed Mabel, and did Mabel some good as well. So you can see in the background the horses that were tied to learn some patience, all those different horses, some young ones pawing, and Mabel's just with Olivia, paying attention to Olivia. So here we go, sliding off the back, and how to be young and agile like that again. Olivia's a good hand with a horse, and she really liked working with Mabel in the arena. You'll see Olivia working Mabel over the Teeter-Totter, and later on you'll see something I challenged Olivia to do. Here's Bliss and Olivia riding Mabel double, and they do a couple rounds in the arena riding double. This was Here's first time riding double. It wasn't something any of us thought about until the last minute, and thought we should have a video of Mabel riding double. So there she is, like a champ. And this is consistent with this mare's personality and her sensibility. She'll just do anything you ask her to, and usually she'll do it on your first or second at the most ask. She's very patient, very calm. She's a fun horse to try new stuff with, a fun horse to just spend time with. You'll see here Mabel and Bliss and Olivia are going to go over the Teeter-Totter riding double, and there they go. And certainly something different for Mabel. You can see she handles it like a champ. We've drug all kinds of things. This is a trash can, and it makes a big racket. And then Olivia and Mabel just work so well together. The willingness of Mabel is always present for whoever's riding her. It doesn't take a professional trainer, and Olivia's well on her way to learning how to be a trainer here. I actually enjoyed seeing the work that Olivia did with Mabel. You can see she's just going to town with the flag and all over the place and all kinds of noise. And you've just got that same consistent loose rein. And now we've got a bag at the end of a buggy whip, and once again Mabel just standing, and Olivia no hands on the rein, and going to town with shaking that bag. You can just see how calm Mabel handles everything, licking and chewing and patient. Just let you do whatever you want to do with her. Olivia and Bliss both did Liberty work with Mabel, and of course both for treats, and you'll see later on the work that they did in the arena really carried over to the trail. And that's a consistent theme with this filly. She learns something in the ring and is able to apply it and use it outside of the ring, and that's a testament to her sensibility and her intelligence. But you can see she learns very quickly, and here is an example of where the Liberty work, and Bliss had no treats here on the trail, but Mabel is in hand and paying attention, and those same activities on the trail ride, and she's listening and paying attention. She's really a mare that wants to be with you and likes attention. More Liberty work. And again, you can see she's with Bliss, paying attention. This might have been the first time Mabel was ridden bareback. I'm not much for riding bareback these days, but you can just see Livy loving all over Mabel, and I think Mabel was enjoying herself too. So we'll see what happens as Livy goes around the ring. So not just bareback the first time, but bareback and bridleless. Here we go. You can't ignore the rhythm and the gait in this filly, or how kind she is. There you can see more Liberty work and just her paying attention to Livy. Mabel wants to be with you, and she's quite willing to come to you anywhere she's at in the field. She's the first one. You can see Livy letting her really boogie on here. And this mare can really foxtrot. You can see it's smooth. And again, just look at how loose the reins are. It's all natural. No bounce. So here's where I started challenging Livy to see if she could take Mabel on the teeter-totter, stop her, and then back her off. And so you'll see Livy work Mabel through this. So this is her first attempt. Gets her to stop. And Mabel's going to go forward and step off. But I think it only takes one more time, if I recall. And I think they get it done. So kudos to both Livy and Mabel. That was a first. You can see Bliss spent some time teaching Mabel to bow. And this is something we continue to work on with Mabel. The mare is easy to train, very willing to be your partner. And so here you can see we're back in South Carolina in my ring and just working the ring and setting her up if anybody would ever want to show her. She's an exceptional trail horse. But again, this mare could go in the ring and perform. There's that flat foot walk with a lot of rhythm. And this mare would be a great Western pleasure type horse. You can see she's doing that great head nod, very little rein, stop, and a very patient stop. Really isn't much of anything this mare won't do. My noodles got twisted up in a rainstorm we had the night before this ride. So you can see Mabel's coming along on her neck rein. Started working Mabel and turning her into the rail and getting her to sit back on her hind legs for this turns. I worked her over a lot of different cavalettis, and you saw those in Bliss's ring. My bridge was a little slippy because it had rained the night before, but you can see Mabel just handles it like a champ. There's that patience and standing flat-footed and just walking off. Been working on stopping this mare square. No bleed when we ask her to stop, and then just straight backs. I've gone back to a ring snaffle for this video, and you can see she remembers to back even in a ring snaffle. This mare is, again, very patient. Mabel will let you do anything and just stand there and let you do it. I put the reins down, put the slicker on, and you'll see that I zip it up and down about 5 or 6 times just so it makes that noise. And she doesn't mind or care at all. If I can get it zipped. Zip, zip, zip. There you go. No worries. Mabel's actually very enjoyable to ride in the ring and try new things with.